On right now, the lead singer of Rascal Flatts, Gary Levox. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Bobby. How are you, buddy?
Hey, pretty good. Let me ask you this question first. If, let's say that you get the sad news, like Gary Levox, you're going to be dying in 1 hour, but you could only sing one Rascal Flatts song before you die on a live stream. What song are you loading up?
Well, if I'm dying, I guess it'd be I'm moving on. uh, I'd probably sing probably Broken Road and then head on out.
Is that the song people know you guys most for? Like just generally across the board, Bless the Broken Road?
You know, I'd say probably that. What hurts the most or Life's a Highway are probably the top three.
When you do a show, a big live, remember when we had concerts back in the day and people would come? That was fun, huh? When you used to do those things,
Yeah.
what did you guys
Right.
end the whole show with? What was the final song?
You know, it always depend. You know, at one point the encore was we'd finish it with like a whole rock medley, like Edgar Winter and Boston and all that. So it just kind of changed. But usually it was basically like Here's to You or Life's a Highway or Me and My Gang.
If you ever finished a show, even on the final encore, but the crowd just stayed and they were just letting you have it in a positive way, and they're like, we want more. Would you ever look at the guys and go, guys, we got to get the whole band to go back out there? Or is it already just kind of over for what you had planned for that night?
Well, a lot of times, it would just have to be over because that was our allotted time, and most of the time there's curfews and all that other kind of stuff. So, but if we were playing a club or something like that, we'd go out and a million times over.
Amy, how many number ones do you think Rascal Flatts has?
20? 5?
I always hate when people guess over because then it doesn't seem cool when you have to
Well,
say
I don't want to
lower.
guess under. You think I want to say like, 3? When I know it's way more than that, but I don't know.
Gary, do you know how many number ones you have?
I don't know. I'm going to go with Amy.
14. You're both wrong.
Perfect. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet spot.
I have Gary on for a couple reasons. One, they have a whole new EP out called How They Remember You. And How They Remember You is also the single that we're going to play again coming up in a second. There's Through the Years, a Kenny Rogers cover on this. There's Quick, Fast, in a Hurry with Rachel Womack, one of my favorite artists. But you guys be sure to check that out. But the real reason that I have him on is I saw him on Fox and Friends talking about his moving company, which I've used and I loved. But he was like, hey, we have jobs. And we want people to know we have jobs. And so I thought, well, let's also get him on. So if anybody needs a job that's listening, they can call Gary's cell phone. Here it is. Here's Gary's number. You can call him.
Yeah, 615. Good years, Bobby.
So what's happening here? So are you actually looking to hire people?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, this whole thing started I was literally watching Fox one morning, and they were talking about the unemployment rate and just how much better it is, how many jobs are coming back, and how many more are coming, and all that. And I immediately just turned it to CNN, and they were talking about the exact same issue, and they were talking about how there are no jobs. That nobody can go back to work. There's just not jobs available and all that. So I just made a post, and I was like, look, I own a moving company, and I don't know which one's telling the truth, but I can tell you this much. I own a moving company, and if you don't have a job, we'll hire you. If you do have a job and want extra money, we'll hire you. If you're a veteran coming back from combat, trying to get back into civilian life, don't know what to do, we'll hire you. So let's just get back on our feet. We have jobs. So let's go.
So I used Gary's company, Black Tie Moving, and what's cool about them is Gary actually comes to your house when they're moving because he texts me and goes, "Hey, I'm coming," and and his face is on the truck, and he was at my house, and he sat there and we talked for an hour, and I think that happens with every move, right, Gary?
No.
Oh.
But his face is on the truck.
His face is on the truck. Yeah.
Yes. My neighbors used you, and I pulled up, and I was like, oh, is Gary here?
Gary drives the truck in.
Yeah. I do. I bring dinner, the whole thing. We sit down and break bread after we move.
So if people are looking for, where? Because I know you guys are in a few different cities. What do they need to do to find a job?
You know what? You can Well, we do need people in Denver, Memphis, Dallas. The biggest ones, though, are Nashville, Columbus, Cleveland, and Cincinnati.
You have moving companies in all those cities? I'm glad because you really needed some money. Yeah, you need some of that extra income, huh?
I did. I don't have a job, unemployed. I can't go to work. I can't. There's no stages to stand on how to do something.
We're in almost all those markets. You can go to blacktiemoving.com and you can see if you can link up with those guys and find a job. I tell you, they were great. They were great for me. They didn't even pay me to talk about them. So there's no money being exchanged in any way. Gary, what else is going on with you?
That's it, brother. Hey, let me give you that phone number, too, that anybody can call.
Oh, you really want to give a phone number? All right, here we go. I'm ready.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
615-337-9750.
Okay, we're going to write that down and post it on our social, too. Looking for a job? Gary Levox is your guy. You know they have Angie's list?
Man.
Gary has a list now, too.
Oh,
yeah.
Gary's list.
Yeah, it's Gary's list. So, hey, what are you doing? You staying in town much? Are you out of the ranch hunting or what?
Just been kind of back and forth, getting ready to head to the ranch now, and then I kind of wrapped it up, just working on new music and on my solo stuff, and so now I'm going to spend the rest of the week out at the ranch.
Well, let me ask you this. We'll end with this. I'm glad you brought that up. When will we be able to hear the first Gary Levox? Because I think you're doing a Christian record first. Is that still right?
Yep.
When will we be able to hear the first Gary Levox single?
November.
Okay. You bring it in.
I'm bringing it in, brother.
Drive the truck, though, with your face on it when you come in, though.
I am. As long as I'm not on a move.
Get it?
I get it. Thank you. All right, there he is, Gary Levox, Rascal Flatts. All right, good to talk to you, Gary. Talk to you soon.
All right, buddy.
All right, see you. There you go.
It's a Bobby Bones show.